powerhouse. Powerhouse. Powerhouse.
And that's what I was just getting ready to say. We get ready to. I'm a TikTok Dave. I love dancing. I just don't think
like a steel cage pen. AEW chants echo in the room. WWE's drama, the big pay-per-view. Boom. Wrestle talking, never stopping. Ring ropes squeak, bodies dropping. Wrestle talking, feel the vibe. Smackdown suplex, keep it.
he thinks he's here. Okay? Everybody else is down here. CM Punk's up here. Oh, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Wrestler of the Year, Will Ospreay. Most Outstanding Wrestler, Will Ospreay. Tag Team of the Year, FTR. Best on the Internet.
Because I was fucking blowing me out and I'd be on the floor.
But Pat McAfee almost did during that segment. He even said
During
it.
that segment.
He almost tore his ACL.
almost right, so I was almost right.
He was
We got a
almost
half a point coming.
Gigi Dolan gave her a low blow and then said something on Twitter if I made your roast beef something.
Back on Instagram. So the women want their hoo-hoo called roast beef now. Is that the deal? Come on, you got to put...
Is that package for homeboys and beyond? Yes, this is going to be on tonight.
Night, Tobu. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. This is our Rumble episode, so we'll be talking a lot about the Royal Rumble, a lot about other things. A lot to talk about. Welcome in, Bazooka Joe. How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. You're still muted, pal.
Well, hey, there you go. I welcomed Bazooka Joe, and I welcomed everybody who was here. And, yeah, I said some...
All right, we'll get right into it. Talking about last week's...
Yeah.
We will... that'll be in the predictions part, Korean, but I do like that question. I do...
That was a good question.
It's a good question. Starting off strong, we will go with last week's Dynamite. We started off with Samoa Joe versus Mike Bailey. Samoa Joe winning against Mike Bailey. I don't know. Not much to say here. It was an amazing match, per usual. Speedball Mike Bailey is one of the best in AEW. You know, that's all I can say. The trios
in wrestling, period. You could just say that.
In life, period, because he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Outside of great.
I do enjoy his twitches every once in a while when he does do them.
Then we have the trios straight fight. The Death Riders, John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Daniel Garcia defeating the Don Callis family, Hengistero, Lance Archer, and Rocky Romero. I'm very glad to see that the Death Riders are the faces now. They went from being the shit heels to, from going, I'm destroying this company. John Moxley literally destroyed a whole entire TV show to show he was a heel.
Right.
But then he's chanted and loved by fans.
Fickle fans we are. No, but it is good to see them back on this side of the face. Yeah.
AEW booking has been great.
It's always. I have never found.
It's a weekly pay-per-view for free. At the end of the day, FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler defeat the local boys, Alec Price and Jordan Oliver. Again, Pops had texted me saying, "I hope they didn't come here just to be jobbers." I don't think they're going to be jobbers.
Right. It was just that I mean, they've been on my TV. They were on my TV Wednesday. They were on my TV Thursday. They were in the Ring of Honor thing. And I just don't want them on Collision.
Ring of Honor, it's funny.
I do.
I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch Ring of Honor that much.
If I see something that I want to see, like that match, no, I didn't watch it live because I am busy on Thursday nights now. I watch this TNA show, but I do go on YouTube and watch.
Yes, Alec Price and Jordan Oliver losing to FTR. It's okay. They can lose to FTR. They can lose to the bigger guys. Let them take a couple losses, but then have them go on a hot streak. Have them get a title match organically. I didn't want to see them join AEW and instantly just be...
Well, yeah, I don't want to see that either, but I would like them to see...
I know what you want to see.
Like Jobber 1 and Jobber 2.
Yeah, they'll get that eventually. It's okay. Kenny Omega defeats Josh Alexander. Again, this was a tie for my match of the week. Because Kenny Omega being on the TV weekly is great to see. One. I just
Happy to have Kenny back.
I hope he gets away from the Don Callis family. I don't want him to be stuck in this Don Callis family vortex for too long. I know this week we will be talking about it, but he is on the show again this week, facing another member of the Don Callis family. But I hope that's it. I hope they.
I mean, that's kind of for now until
He is going towards
get with the
MJF.
Bucks and bring Elite back, and then
This is not Elite. This is a peace sign. This is the Elite, buddy. 3, because it makes an E. You see, E for Elite. All right, so. Then we had Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford defeating the Timeless Love Bombs, Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. I did not watch this. I fell asleep. Not because it was boring, but because I had a long day.
Yeah,
Did you
it
watch
was
it?
a good match, I guess. I don't remember it much.
Clearly wasn't that memorable then. But it's nice to see Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford on the card. Megan Bayne, I've been following Megan Bayne for a while. GCW, she's dominant as hell. And then she comes in AEW and it's all stuff we've said before.
She's still kind of dominant in
She is
AEW, but not as much as she was.
Yeah, she's not
That's like
powering through people.
What's her name? The Glamazon there or whatever in NWA. I forget her name. What's her name's?
Don't know.
What's his name's
watch NWA
wife?
here because it's filmed like 7 months in advance, and they're posting stuff from like November of last year, like it's last week.
Okay, go ahead.
Show. And then the main event, which you don't have to tell yours yet, but I will tell mine. Main event match of the week for me personally. Kevin Knight versus Swerve Strickland. Kevin Knight versus Swerve Strickland. Swerve and Kevin put on a hell of a classic. These two showed 2 things. One, Swerve is amazingly talented, and Kevin Knight is impressive. The crowd was hot, gave them a standing ovation after the show. Kevin Knight is the future, and Swerve is definitely going to be a multi-time champion in AEW. 2 of Tony Khan's best signings in company history.
Now, my match of the week doesn't come until Saturday, and I ain't going to tell you which show it is until we get to it.
Wow, you know what show it'll probably be? The only one that was on Saturday. Oh, that's crazy.
Collision was on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. You are right. You are correct.
Ah!
All right. Well, we'll move on to Thursday, where we had Impact. Honestly, 10 times better than the premiere show. This should have been the premiere card. I'm sorry.
I was wondering if you were gonna bring it up and you were gonna say it and this and that.
I will admit when I'm wrong. I will admit it. I was wrong, but I wasn't wrong. A lot of people had the same feeling that it was stale. This is what we want.
I agree.
To see. We want to see Cedric Alexander. We did see him, but it was. It's a 3-way, and Moose is hurt, and Moose is this, and Moose is that. It was ass, either way. Cedric Alexander defeats Moose. It was an okay match. Indy Hartwell defeated M by Elegance. I really don't like the Elegance brand, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's really stupid, in my opinion. But that's okay. To each his own. There's probably people that like it, and if you do, congratulations. It's not my cup of tea.
Well,
I
yeah.
could have used some of this, going back to the premiere episode, we could have used our time a little bit better. We didn't have to have the M by Elegance and Elegance brand thing where they're showing off some dude and he's like doing fucking laying on his back and going, look at me, I'm so good. No, didn't need that. Didn't need that at all, but whatever. Bringing back one of my favorite my favorite matches from TNA history is the Feast or Fired match. The participants were Eric Young, Eddie Edwards, Steve Macklin, Trey Miguel, recently returning back to TNA after leaving, which we'll get into that. AJ Francis, Rich Swann, Mance Warner, Brian Myers, the Hometown Man, Ryan Namath, Josh Schuyler, and Jason Hotch. The winners of the briefcases were Eric Young, Steve Macklin, Trey Miguel, and Eddie Edwards. Who do you think got what briefcase? There's one fired, we know that. There's a tag title, a world title, and...
We'll find this all out tomorrow.
What's the fourth?
Yeah, no, there's no tag this time. There was not a tag in there. There was a world title, they're like X title, and then the third one, and then the fire. There wasn't, for some reason, I didn't see tag team. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you this. I will give you the fired.
Trey Miguel.
You want the fired? Trey Miguel. That's right. So what's going to happen? I'm telling you.
Why, though? That would be the stupid... Okay. It would be fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. That would be so funny to do.
Out of those four people that you just mentioned...
Out of those four people, Eric Young is getting fired and he's going back to WWE.
I like your idea. That I was just going to say that.
No, you weren't.
I go either Eric Young or Trey Miguel. But we'll find out tomorrow.
I really don't think it'll be Trey Miguel. Like, so Matt Hardy, like the actual Matt Hardy Twitter account, tweeted out, TNA could do the funniest thing. And it would be to fire Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel tweeted out, I hope that I didn't get the fired case. They're making light of a shitty situation. And I love that they're doing that. Because he could have just, like he said he was going to take a break from wrestling. He could have taken that break. He could have sat at home and just pissed and moaned all over Twitter or whatever. Just like everyone else does. But he didn't. He went out. He said, hey, I fucked up. Can I come back? They said, of course. Come back. And then we'll give you a briefcase. Maybe he gets the world title shot. Maybe he gets an X Division shot. Who knows?
You know when we'll find it and we'll talk more about this? Tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week on who is the winner.
When Pops is called the smartest man alive.
Yeah, probably not. No one will ever say that. And they ended the night off with, well, they ended the last match was Jeff Hardy versus Mustafa Ali. A great match between the two. Jeff Hardy won, surprisingly, in my opinion. I really didn't think he was gonna win it.
They push.
They push. Gotcha. Awesome.
Well,
They push.
They push Mustafa Ali so much, but they're also pushing the Hardy.
I said
so much.
I did not see him winning.
Right, and that's what I just said. You're not listening.
You're not making
I
sense.
was surprised by... Forget it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, forget it.
And
Move
then,
on.
So we ended the night off with a retirement for the wonderful Fandango, also known as JDC, something Dick Curtis or something like that. I don't know. He's in the ring. He's talking about who's going to take over the system. A lot of people were saying it was going to be Matt Taven because he recently left AEW. You're stupid.
I could see that, though, because he was a member of their little crew, if you remember correctly.
I don't. I don't like the system. Okay? I have always thought the system sucked. Did not
I always
particularly like Eddie Edwards.
I love Eddie Edwards.
I hate Moose because he's just big and...
I want to have sex with his wife.
I steer people. And he's just overly pushed on my
Moose,
throat.
great man. Awesome. Awesome wrestler.
Pops is about to get muted if he keeps talking. But we've seen the new leader, Bear Bronson, officially signed with TNA, officially joining the system. And we also seen there wasn't one person kicked out, that being JDC, but we also seen the system turn on Moose. Thank God. Moose gets a
Out of all the people, thank God that you are correct. I don't.
Back. It is the system is now Bear Bronson, Eddie Edwards, what's his fucking name? Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah, Kurt Hawkins
and Cedric Alexander. What a team! I will now like the system.
And my whole thing with that is, his wife didn't seem to. So what are they going to do there? She didn't seem to know, and she kind of stayed with Moose and what's his name. She was kind of covering him up and stuff. It's gonna cause a lot of tension between Eddie and his wife, and they're gonna bring in some storyline with that.
Moose
I can already see it.
With Alicia Edwards, and it's gonna be a Rusev.
And then, what's gonna happen is
Bobby Lashley thing.
Gabby Forza comes and throws her out of the fucking system, and she becomes a member of the system. That's my ultimate plan. That's my. Could happen.
I would hope so. I hope, good. Then we got Smackdown, which Smackdown was all right. I barely watched it, I'll be honest with you, because I was watching an indie wrestling show instead, which we will talk about in our indie spotlight.
Me also.
But.
In a hockey game.
Carmelo Hayes defeats Ilya Dragunov to retain the title. Again, if I haven't said it before, I'll keep saying it. They are this. I love the open challenge. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes can go at it every single week, and I will not get tired of it.
Very good. They're very good. They got good chemistry. Good chemistry.
Jade Cargill defeated Chelsea Green. I didn't know if it was a title defense or not. I'm guessing it wasn't.
No.
Either way, I'm kind of over Jade Cargill being.
No, it was. It was a championship. Because I said to you, I remember sending you a thing, hey, oh, wow, they're actually defending. She's actually defending it because we were talking about she hadn't defended it.
Well, on this, it was.
So Jade Cargill did defend it against Chelsea Green.
Okay, well, I'm saying on this, it doesn't say that. So that's why I said I didn't know.
Well, I
cool.
do. I know.
Either way, take the belt off Jade if we're not going to use her. And we have Jordan
First
Grace.
time she defended it.
We now have Jordan Grace in the little mix, I guess, but we're not seeing Jordan Grace on TV now. We're just seeing Jordan Grace in the back, and Jordan Grace, coming out with Chelsea Green.
I didn't understand that either.
That seemed like someone was just like, hey, you're going to go out with her, and you're going to be
what's
her manager.
her name?
Piper Niven is out with injury.
Okay. That's because I know I've seen the other one.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't want to say her name wrong.
The MFTs, Solo Sikoa and Tamatanga, defeated the Wyatt Six, Dexter Loomis, and Joe Gacy to win the tag team titles.
Another one that you said, hey, I would like to see them defending the title.
Defend the titles more, and then they did it.
And they did, and both lost them.
That's fine. I'm not mad at this booking decision. The MFTs are currently hot with this storyline. So, about time they're not waiting to strike the match when it's already done and over with. Just hit it while you can.
Right.
Nathan Frazier defeated a new singles competitor, Johnny Gargano. This is one of the extra topics that I will mark off now. Tommaso Ciampa has left the company
Yep.
filed for 2 separate trademarks is Psycho Killer and Psycho something. I know they're both Psycho.
Right.
But he is back on Pro Wrestling Tees. Congratulations to Tommaso Ciampa. Again, I'm very glad he's... It's so hard to talk about it because you don't want to say, oh, I'm glad he doesn't have a job. But it's also...
Right, but he will get a job, and he will be around on the Indies. I have a feeling he's going to be around on the Indies.
I think he's going to do an indie run. I think he's also going to do
after his 90 days over there.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think he's got to have a 90 days because he left organically and they said like they couldn't work out a deal. So I don't know how that works.
Well, if they don't give him a 90-day, then guess what? He'll be on AEW soon enough.
No, I don't think he's going to go to AEW right away. So the trademarks he filed for were Psycho Kid and Psycho Killer. In my honest opinion, I would love to see him go to New Japan for a little bit. Do a New Japan run. Do an indie, do a New Japan, then come to AEW after like a little bit. So it's not, you don't get the allegations of, oh, WWE is just taking fucking AEW is taking WWE guys. But, 17 fucking AEW guys can sign to WWE the day after they're let go. But that's okay. That's fine. We'll get into that.
Edge.
We'll get into that.
Entrant number 12.
Shut the fuck up. I really want to mute you sometimes. The number one contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Triple Threat, Gianna. I combine their names. Julia and Kiana James defeat Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. Quick question. Why the fuck are we doing this match? Why are we
I had no idea when it was going on.
I love Julia. Kiana James is getting to me a little bit. She's cool. She's good. Not an established tag team, in my opinion. 1. 2, Julia already has a championship that she does not defend. Crazy. 3, I'm glad Nia Jax and Lash Legend didn't win because I don't like Nia Jax.
All right, that's good stuff.
Way, I don't. And then, of course, every SmackDown, every Raw.
I wanted Alexa Bliss.
I didn't want Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I want them to break up already. I'm sick of this stupid fucking, we're not friends, we're allies for convenience. Stupid.
Well, that's what they are. So.
Stupid. And then, of course, every show has to have a either disqualification or end in no contest. Damian Priest versus Trick Williams ends in a no contest.
Right?
That was, I don't know, pretty dumb.
We had stopped for a while, but,
No, we didn't. We had, on SmackDown, yes, we stopped for a while. On Raw, it's been every week since. But, with that being said, also on Friday night, we had an indie show. Beyond Wrestling's Wildest Dreams. We had Ox Adams versus Desmond Cole. Livia versus Caitlin Marie. Starstruck versus Wrench and Resolve versus Miracle Generation versus Ichiban and Brando Lee. Tyree Taylor versus Gabriel Sky.
Second favorite match of the night.
Kylie Alexia versus Aaron Rourke. Jonathan Gresham versus Ryan Clancy. And in the main event, Cruel versus Gabby Forza. If you could stop interrupting me while I'm doing that.
No, I was kind of giving my side little
shitty side comments. Match number 1, Ox Adams versus Desmond Cole. I'm pretty sure, I'll try to remember the winners of these matches. If I don't, go on IWTV and watch them yourself. I'm pretty sure Ox Adams won, defeating Desmond Cole, which it was a great match. I did have a slight issue of after every single match, Ox Adams came out and was like, "I'm here, fight me." Also, it's a big fuck you to BRG because you look like Ellen and I don't like you. I'm glad you broke your shoulder. Jokes, of course.
He does look a lot. Now that you say that, now I
He
think
does
about
look
it.
like Ellen, and I told him he looks like Ellen, and he called me fat or something. I don't remember. He's just a douchebag, in my opinion. I've never liked the kid. Starstruck versus Wrench and Resolve versus Miracle Gen versus Ichiban and Brando Lee. That was a hell of a goddamn match.
That was my second match of the night. I thought, for hell, sure, I did enjoy that. Of course, I like everybody that was in it. You know,
one of my shout-outs this week has to deal with one of the teams in this match, which I'm not saying who. I think you know who.
Probably.
But we seen Handyman jump off the fucking balcony. And that was, again, just an indie show. Indie shows are the best. Tyree Taylor versus Gabriel Sky. Great match. See, with this, I was supposed to go back today and rewatch it. Instead, I rewatched Taboo Tuesday from 2004 or something.
Well,
it was either Taboo Tuesday or Cyber Sunday. I don't remember. But this was an all-around, I will say, this was an all-around great show. If you have IWTV, make sure you watch it.
Right, yeah.
IWTV, one of
it'll
the best.
be in this thing.
Yeah, it'll be in the description. I don't know if they put it in. I don't know if they were live on YouTube for this one. I don't think so. But my match, indie match of the night for this show, Jonathan Gresham versus Ryan Clancy. Just a straight up wrestling match. Jonathan Gresham, you get a shout out this week from me. You had
which is a big thing.
3 strokes or something, and then to come back and wrestle the way you did.
Right.
Amazing.
And it was a damn. I mean, Ryan Clancy and him, they put on a classic. It was not my match of the night, but you know what my match of the night was, because we haven't talked about it yet, and it's coming up. But also, my shout out is, so I have one of my shout outs are right in here.
You're not doing a shout out, you're just doing the match of the week, pal. But
I know. Well, you mentioned yours.
Pops' match of the night is Cruel versus Gabby Forza for the IWTV Wrestling World Championship.
It was fucking. I thought it was good.
It was a no DQ match because Cruel can't have anything other than a no DQ match.
Of course you can't. And there was tables, and there was fucking
thing. Week, you can or your indie match of the night, we'll say. Give your 2 cents on it.
Well, of course, it's got 2 of my favorite people on the indie scene. It's got Gabby Forza, it had Cruel. I think Cruel's kind of like holding back a little bit or whatever until he finally realized there towards the end that, hey, I'm going to have to fucking beat this bitch because Gabby was just getting him on everything. I have never seen Cruel taken to a limit by anybody, really, except for maybe Gabby's husband before, and that was at an indie show at Blitzkrieg, and this and that. But, you know, so far since he's been the champion and she's been in the spotlight and her husband's been in the spotlight, she was taking it to him left and right, and then Cruel finally says up at the end, okay, I got to fucking kill this bitch, and he takes the win, and, yeah, it was a good match.
That was our indie spotlight of the week. If, again, like we said, link will be in the description. Everything will be in there. I had a great time watching it. I love independent wrestling. IWTV is one of the best
subscriptions
channels, yes. I make a month.
I thank him for that, making that too, because it's the best. It's like what, $10, David? And I mean,
$10.
you get your local stuff, but you get stuff all over America. I mean, like tomorrow, if I was to call up, say Blue and say, hey, Blue, what's the 3, 4? One of them is going to be on IWTV. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have some local stuff from wherever you are
So
in America.
Indie Spotlight is now just IWTV plug every week. Let's see. We had a collision from January 24th. Adam Page defeats Katsuyori Shibata. Again, this match started off heavy, ended heavy. It was balls to the walls till the end of time. I will say I did not watch most of this because I was watching Saturday night's main event, unfortunately. But Saturday night's main event was great. We will be talking about that.
A little bit later.
Isla Dawn versus Chris Statlander, an eliminator match. I'm very happy to see Isla Dawn on TV. Unfortunately, she did not get the win. We knew that was happening.
Well, not against Chris.
Well, Isla Dawn will be at a Blitzkrieg show coming up here in February, so we will talk about that at some point in the next upcoming weeks. We'll talk about that. Proto Shida, Kyle Fletcher, and Konosuke Takeshita defeat the Guns. Billy and Austin Gunn. It's great to see Billy Gunn back on TV.
Right.
He's been gone.
Thought that's the end. He's been off the TV for a bit and this and that.
I know
them
Coleman
killing
is
themselves.
currently injured. So
Right.
that sucks.
But without not being scissor me daddy guy.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore. It's done and over with.
Yes, we do. We do need that. We
Billy
need that
Gunn-
back.
So a lot of people are complaining that they could have just put Ace Austin in this match. Hey, fuck you. How about that?
Right. Let's see some Billy.
Who doesn't like Billy Gunn? Mark
The ass
Davis
man.
and Jake Doyle defeat Alec Price and Jordan Oliver. Again, they're young. They're up and coming. They're going to get beat.
Right, and they're kind of pushing that Jake Doyle, whatever.
Mark Davis and Jake Doyle literally have a title match tonight, so
yes,
kinda
right.
can't
That's what I'm
let them
saying.
lose to the new guys.
I know the new guys, right? They're going into that.
Give it a
But
couple
let's
weeks.
try them after they lose the title match tonight. Let them go up against them, the two youngins. Don't they have a name?
Busta in the Brain.
Busta in the Brain.
You know, like Pinky in the Brain?
Yeah.
That's their, like...
But have them go up there after they lose tonight, and then let the kids beat them, and then, we'll work on it from there.
Willow Nightingale defeats Julia Hart to retain the TBS championship.
There you go.
We all knew it was happening. But again, great.
Go, Will.
It's predictable is not bad. That's the whole thing. If you can do predictable correctly, you're still going to be
And
entertained.
still sell the match, and the two of them sell the match. Right.
Hence why I said working it correctly, buddy. Good job.
That's what I just said. And I agreed with you, and I said, I agree with you as long as you know how to work the match and this and that.
All right, and then we have Andrade.
Make Willow look like she's going to lose.
Andrade
Make her
El
look like
Idolo defeats Magnus.
All right.
I was moving on past that because you were just...
Andrea. And Andrea.
Andrade.
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was hilarious when he was outside the ring and this thing.
He's giving his phone number to girls. And
You be quiet
he's
because
taking
we're gonna
his
be
panties off
talking
and-
more about that.
Yeah, I
Shout
know.
outs.
All right, shut up on Twitter. I'm sick of fucking hearing it. Oh, he took his pants off. He took his pants off. That's all I see
I
on
did
fucking
not.
Twitter for a good hour.
I did not take my
No,
pants
I don't
off at
care.
all.
Shut up. Because all I seen on Twitter for a good hour was fucking people talking about how Andrade took his fucking pants off. I don't
Yes, I know
care.
that.
He took his fucking pants off. He had trunks on. He ever wrestles in trunks again, I will not watch the match. Because you people have pissed me off that much. Go again. I don't care that he took his fucking pants
Even if
off.
he wears trunks, I'm never watching it again.
I don't care if he took his pants off. I don't care about that fucking stupid dude.
Yeah, but I think
the
it's a
Elegance brand.
big symbol thing. Do you remember him like ever not wearing the pants or in
Yeah,
AEW?
when he
I mean,
was in-
in
yes.
WWE.
both times. Yes.
I don't.
Pay attention to the product. You would understand. He didn't wear trunk. He wore trunks when he was a part of LFI. If you don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember now that you said it. No, you don't remember.
Well, because it was a big thing for me, him taking off his pants. I enjoyed it.
CMLL
I enjoyed him
World
taking off his
Heavyweight
pants.
Championship match. Claudio Castagnoli, the champion, defeated Roderick Strong to retain the championship. I like that Tony Khan was in the ring at the beginning of the match for the traditional CMLL style match, because I know in CMLL they do that with the, they have the president or the CEO in the ring, and they present the title or whatever. Like they try to do that in Impact after the match, but they fail at it miserably because that dude that owns them is fucking so awkward. The most
I don't
awkward
know
man
if
in
he owns
wrestling.
them because I thought, what's his name?
No, his
Billy
name-
Corrigan still owns them,
No,
does he?
That is NWA, pal. That is something that again, a show we don't talk about because that show sucks. And
Hey, and you never brought up though when we were talking TNA Impact, Dixie Carter was there.
you know why? Because I don't give a shit. I don't like Dixie Carter. Never
All
have.
right, well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that
And that
Dixie-
was also,
it
like,
was
last
Dixie
week,
Carter.
I thought she was out there.
no,
She was
no,
not.
no,
She
no,
was
she
only
was
on the premiere, pal. Get over
Was she?
it. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's why I said Billy Corrigan because I forget that he doesn't own TNA anymore. Or what he had parts of TNA with
Yeah. So
everybody,
did every
and
other
then he
Tom,
was
Dick, and
done.
Harry in the world, because TNA's been tossed around more than a fucking hooker. So,
It's climbed more poles than the electric company.
yeah. Going on from Collision, we will talk about Saturday night's main event, which we did our own predictions on. And Pops failed
Yes.
horribly. We'll say about that. So there was one match that we're completely just deleting out of here because it didn't even happen. Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu opened the show. No longer, it ended in a no contest. They didn't even get the match started. Whoop-de shit. We're in the day and age, and I know I won't get too far into it because I know this is Pop's fuck you of the week, so I won't get too into it. We're in the day and age, though, of a 3 stages of hell match doesn't end a feud. They're just continuing this Drew McIntyre feud and Drew McIntyre Cody Rhodes feud, and I hate it so much. So we started off the night with Rio versus the Judgment Day. Rio winning, giving me 3 points. Pops getting none because he went with the Judgment Day. Second match of the night was AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which we did not predict in the...
Yeah,
we didn't predict
so 4 points each.
in the stream, so we both got 4 points because it was in the Discord that we updated that. We both went with AJ
Hey,
Styles.
and if I could stop you right there, my match of the week is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura Saturday main event. It was a classic one-on-one match. I mean, they showed us that the New Japan Pro Wrestling knew what they had when they had both of these men on their roster. Plain and simple, at least we got to see it one more time before AJ is gone. The spot, especially the knee to Shinsuke's jaw, was nonstop, and the ending was a class act on both men. Damn it. Wrestling ain't supposed to hurt so bad. Damn onions. I wrote that and I was crying because I want to see it again. And they just did it over in Japan. They both had a match I don't know if it was New Japan, where the fuck it was, but they just had a match not too long ago, and I thought it was a classic. Sorry, I know I took over the little segment here, but I just wanted to tell you my match of the week.
So my wrestler of the week was a tie. It was AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, because this was my match of the week, but then I seen Pops made it his match of the week, so I did a little left turn, and I made them both my wrestler of the week. AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. In a world of sports entertainment, we got a hell of a professional wrestling match. Callbacks to New Japan, to the hard-hitting style of both these men. They have tied for my wrestler of the week. Then getting on to...
Do you want me to throw out my wrestler of the week? We just get it over with?
Sure. Before we get into the...
Because it's AJ Styles. I went solo on AJ Styles, and how can you not pick AJ? He's making clear that this is his last year. And for an ancient fan like me, I mean, still getting over Cena and bang. The only good note really is we're getting to see some great matches instead of seeing a memorial to the greats. What I mean by that is instead of, the older guys and generations, instead of them dying, they're getting out while they can, and while they still can, and they can still function and this and that, and that's why AJ is just my wrestler of the week. And just in case he loses, but I don't believe he will be losing, but I think he sticks around for a little while longer, a little later. Yes.
The main event, number one contender, undisputed WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Winner gets an undisputed WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble. I went Sami Zayn for 2. Pops went Trick Williams for 1. And who got pinned? Do you remember? Trick Williams. You know who he got pinned by? Sami Zayn. So David wins.
Yeah.
I get a full clear of the week. I get a full clear Saturday night's main event because fuck you to the WWE creative, because Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes would have been a great match. You had to fucking include Drew McIntyre. For what reason? He doesn't need to be a part of it. He was...
No reason.
I don't know. Stupid in my opinion. But we will see him get his ass beat on Saturday, so who knows? All right, next up we got Raw, and then we'll do a little quick hit on the NXT. Then we got some other stuff to talk about. We have so much more to talk about. Holy shit. Raw was actually somewhat okay this week. I will say it. There hasn't really been a bad type of Raw other than some of the booking decisions. But that's okay. Stephanie Vaquera and Riho defeat the Judgment Day. Austin Theory defeats Rey Mysterio. The new number one contenders.
Where I hear Rey got hurt.
Rey might have been hurt, but so they threw up the X during the Rey match. But sources online are saying that it might not be as serious as they made it to seem. They kind of made it to seem like, hey, he might be hurt, he might not be. Let's just throw up the X to make, because now in this day and age, everyone knows what the X means.
And what the X means, right?
You throw it up, he's injured. Okay, so now we know he's going to be out. He's going to do this. Boom, boom, boom. But we had a 4-way. It was the New Day, American-made Los Americanos versus the Alpha Academy 4-way. Otis and Akira Tozawa won that match. I definitely thought it was going to be American-made. I'm very glad to see that they're on TV. Fuck Los Americanos. You're both stupid. I wish you would take the fucking masks off. But, whatever. Then we had CM Punk.
I was shocked that Otis and
Like I said, we're gonna do the quick hits here because we have so much more to talk about. CM Punk versus AJ Styles. It ends in a no contest. Of course, because Finn Balor decides he wants to interfere. Great. Let me rephrase that. Not great. Horrible, even. Because I'm sick of Sick of wrestling shows ending in no contest and shit like that. But I do like that Finn Balor is getting that singles push finally. They've been saying it every year.
And he's staying with the Judgment Day.
And I hope he leaves the Judgment Day.
I mean, I thought that's what he was going to do. He was going to, but he swerved us. He's not going to be face. He's going to be heel.
I would rather have him be a face. But we have the NXT, like I said, quick hits because I barely watched it. I know Pops barely watched it. I was falling asleep. Long day at work.
I kind of watched a little bit, but it makes
Dark State continues to hold the tag team titles hostage by defeating OTM. Jada Parker defeats Nikita Lyons, who we haven't seen on NXT. Congrats, I guess. Blake Monroe did a video package, which I would like to talk about after I get down this whole list. Deion Lennox defeats Miles Bourne. I don't know why they're burying Miles Bourne still. Lexis King defeats Tavion Heights. Lexis King is starting like this generation's like what were they called? Not Nexus, not Evolution. What were they called?
Degeneration X? I don't. NWO?
No, it was Evolution. No. It was Cody
Evolution.
Rhodes. It was Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, and
Legacy.
They're starting this generation's legacy, going up to fucking Charles Dempsey, who's William Regal's son, and being like, I know my dad would be proud if he was alive. I don't know.
Yeah, now all of a sudden he wants him to be his dad.
No, he wants the second and third generation people to come, and
I get you, but he said, I know my dad would be. Remember, I don't want my dad's name mentioned in this and that. Now he wants everybody to know who his dad was.
His dad was a crackhead. I get it.
Dad was not a crackhead.
Zarya defeats Thea Hale, of course. Why wouldn't she? Zarya is the greatest. Thea Hale is a young talent. And winner qualifies for a vacant NXT ladder match. Keanu Carver defeats Andre Chase. I don't even know why they even put Andre Chase in the match. Andre Chase is irrelevant. But
I know, but that fucking dude, Carver. Maybe he was the only one that said, "Yeah, beat the fuck out of me and slam me around." So that was probably why.
Honestly. Carver
really, they don't want to injure somebody, but he clearly was fucking throwing him around like a fucking rag doll.
He is an evolved guy, so he is not that trained. But I did see Urian Connors, Brogan Finley is what I will call him. Left NXT because he got yelled at by Andre Chase or something. And I seen he was like, oh, I'm hoping for better things. And he did this whole little promo, whatever. So many dumb fucking fans in wrestling. Oh, he's looking for his dad to come back, David Finlay. Well, guys, let me break this down for you. David Finlay is his brother, not his dad. His dad is Fit Finlay. His brother is David Finlay.
I'd like to see Fit come back.
If they bring in David Finlay and say, that's my dad, it'll be over. I will never watch another NXT product.
Where's Fit, though? I mean, Fit's somewhere.
Fit's in the back with a fucking headset on. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's
87 years old. He's not doing anything.
Oh. Hey.
Bring in Hornswoggle as the fucking dad. The next up we have
Kennedy McMahon is my dad.
A couple things we're going to talk about. If you don't want to hear about any 2K stuff, skip it. I don't care. We're just talking about the covers. We're not talking about anything too in detail. Because I know a lot of people don't want the You don't want it spoiled for you. I understand. But I like the teasers, and I like seeing some of the things. Triple H is a self-conceited asshole, we have found out. Putting himself on the King of Kings edition of WWE 2K26. He is the...
Now, that would maybe not his decision. I heard it was not his decision.
I'm sure it was. He can sit there and say, I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to put myself in the Hall of Fame.
You know he was hours away from being dead?
Monday Night Wars edition of 2K26, we have Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, Triple H again, Kurt Angle, and Chyna. And on the WCW side, we got Eric Bischoff, Booker T, Goldberg, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan. Great. Why is Triple H on 2 of my covers now? Oh, make it a third cover with the Attitude Era edition. We have Kane, Undertaker, Triple H, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, The Rock,
Center, if I remember correctly.
Chyna, Lita, the Dudley Boys, Stephanie McMahon, and Kurt Angle. And guess what? Triple H is right in the fucking cover. Right there. Front and center.
Right in the middle.
Real big. This is all jokes. But, congratulations to Triple H. I don't want to see you on fucking everything, please. Come on. We're getting the Superstar cover tomorrow, or on Friday, on ESPN. It's CM Punk. They already leaked it on 2K's website if you go to it.
And ESPN does a lot of leaking.
Yeah, no,
they announced Seth Rollins going to be in the Rumble. That's why I didn't pick him.
They announced that. If you want to get real deep into it, we have this isn't part of the Rumble. I just want to get it out of the way. Powerhouse Hobbs has officially signed with WWE. Congratulations. I know we had spectated it last week or whatever, that he was thinking about it or whatever. He's going to be there.
I didn't think about that.
Congratulations.
When I pick my surprises.
Congratulations to him. Then I want to talk about this. We have going back into the indie side of wrestling. We have the top 10 rankings from IWTV currently. Do you know who they are?
Well, of course, number 1 is the champion Cruel.
Nope.
No, no, because he's the champion. Number 1, I can't remember the whole list. I know number 10 is Gabby.
So starting from the bottom, we have Gabby Forza at number 10. Number 9 is Eran Ash. Number 8, Fancy Ryan Clancy. Number 7, Tim Bosby. Number 6, Jameson Shook. Number 5, Ox Adams, who will be going up against Cruel for the IWTV Championship at a Beyond show in the future. I don't remember what day, but number 4, John Wayne Murdoch, the ultra-violent world champion. Yeah, fuck you, Ryuki Pookie. Elisha Blum. Donovan Dijak is number 2, and number 1 is the cowboy himself, the one called
Manders. I knew it was somebody
Welcome
I knew.
in, Dan. Thank you for coming. You are now VIP.
Hello, Daniel. How you doing? Nice to see you. Are you wearing a dress?
But that is
just fucking with you. Love you, kid. Anyways.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, okay. So we should follow that. Yeah?
I'm not going to follow it, but you can. Just kidding. Before we get into our Royal Rumble predictions, we are going to go down the card for tonight for AEW Dynamite. Another quick hit here. Andrade versus Swerve Strickland. Jon Moxley versus Ace Austin. Trish Statlander versus Tekla for the Women's Championship. Mark Briscoe versus El Colon versus for the TNT Championship. Kenny Omega versus Rocky Romero. FTR versus Davis and Doyle for the Tag Team Championships. And an MJF appearance. And John Moxley versus Ace Austin is an AEW Continental Classic Eliminator match. So if Ace Austin wins, he gets a shot at the Continental Classic Championship. Another pay-per-view worthy.
Awesome show. Before we get into predictions and stuff, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hurry up, dude. You should have went when I was doing anything else.
I know, I was trying to do that.
You're clearly not. All right, so while he's gone, I'll take this moment to say shout out to everyone here watching on the Twitch channel. We appreciate you for being here. Yeah, we have a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. Exclamation point YouTube in the chat. It's the Rumble winners of... we're going to see how many Rumble winners we can name. I'm going to pull up I got a thumbnail that I made. Well, was made for me, but I also touched it up a little bit. If you're watching this on YouTube, you've already seen the video. But here's the thumbnail we made. What a handsome devil. You know what? Just put it right over Pops. Look at that. Kane is eliminating Santino Marella, a.k.a. I am eliminating Pops. It was a very fun thumbnail. But there's the YouTube. We'll just drop the Spotify in here. You want to get some merch? We'll get some merch. Pops takes too goddamn long to pee. So I should have just put a BRB screen up, but we're here. Also on Spotify, we did drop a story time with Pops this week for a Spotify exclusive. He talked to different generations of wrestling. Oh, about fucking time.
I had to, dude, it was on 3 seconds. I had to pee.
3 seconds. I had enough time to do three plugs and pull up a whole entire thumbnail.
Okay.
So,
sorry.
Getting into the WWE Royal Rumble 2026 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I'm sure the women's Royal Rumble will be first. The announced participants so far, out of 30, there's 18 announced. We have Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, Julia, Io Sky, Jordynne Grace, Lash Legend, Liv Morgan, Lyra Valkyria, Maxine Dupree, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne Perez. Who do you think is going to win? It does not have to be one of those people I named.
I believe that it's going to be Rhea Ripley for 2 points.
Rhea Ripley for 2. I got you.
You want my runner-up also
no,
right now?
We're waiting.
Yeah.
I'm going to say... I have no idea. I'm going to go Bayley for 1 because I'm not that confident. I don't know who's going to win it. You know, and I do like the unpredictability, but I also feel like it is also predictable. It's at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Next up, this is how I wrote it out. AJ Styles versus Gunther. If AJ Styles loses, he must retire from in-ring competition. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go AJ Styles. There's only 4 matches. I'm going AJ Styles for 4. I don't see him dropping it here. You know what? No. I'm going to be a dickhead. I'm going Gunther, the career killer, for 4. I would like to see... I don't want to see AJ Styles retire, but if he does, he doesn't have to retire from in-ring competition everywhere. Have him do a short run in AEW. Have him team up with the Bucks again. Have him team up with Kenny again. Have him go again and do some Ring of Honor work. Go back to New Japan. Do something to not go out.
Go to TNA.
Got a TNA just to be used like a WWE superstar again.
All right, so
Gunther for 4.
AJ for 4. Because like you just put, I don't believe it's going to be his last run.
I really don't think it's going to be his last run, but I knew you were going AJ, so I had to be different.
Well, you could have went with AJ too.
I'm going back with AJ. Okay, all right. We haven't. No, I really don't.
Because I don't want you. Yeah, I don't want you to change it up because, right there, we'll both get the 4 points, and we'll be happy. In some of these other matches that are more unpredictable.
In match number 3, we have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for the Undisputed WWE Championship.
And where are we?
Saudi Arabia.
Where is Sammy never loses and going to win his first championship? Saudi Arabia. Sammy for 3.
Better man than me because I'm going Drew McIntyre for 3.
There you go. That's going to be one of the big deciders right there.
Drew just won it. We cannot keep giving Drew these half-assed fucking runs. He cannot keep getting the 20-minute run, the 5-minute, 6-minute run, the 4-day run, the 30-day run. No, let him hold it.
Can I say something? Dusty Rhodes, one of the greatest NWA champions of all time, as you know, I believe.
Held the championship for 3 minutes. I know.
Each time. I mean, he didn't hold it. Collectively, the 3 times that he did own it, he only owned it for like a month and a half total. And this and that. So I believe Drew McIntyre is our modern day. There you go. Dusty Rhodes.
He doesn't like him. So. All right, so your last.
Oh, well.
Your last one is 1 point, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right,
my Royal Rumble winner.
The men's Royal Rumble, the announced so far: Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Cody Rhodes, Dragon Lee, Gunther, Jacob Fatu, Javon Evans, Jey Uso, Logan Paul, Obafemi, Penta, Rey Mysterio, Roman Reigns, and Solo Sikoa.
I got Roman Reigns taking it all for 1.
Yep. I know it's your fuck you of the week, so I'm not saying anything. So I got Jacob Fatu for 2. Again,
That was my okay. Yeah.
I'm not very confident in it, but who will? So now on to bonus points. Who will start the Rumble? 2 for the men, 2 for the women. I will go first. I'm gonna go Obafemi and Javon Evans. 1 and 2 for the men. And then I'll get your men, and then we'll do for the women as well.
Austin Theory and the Jacob Fatu.
All right. And now give me your women starting 2.
Is Io Sky in it?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Okay, Io Sky and not Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss.
I gotcha. I'm gonna go with Julia and Maxine Dupree.
I like that. First 2 are always really hard.
And I'm going to change my Javon Evans pick. I'm going to go Jey Uso. Because if he does a fucking yeet session, it's going to take 45 minutes. So they want to get him out first or second.
Okay.
And we know he's in the Rumble. So, all right, who is your runner-up for the men and runner-up for the women?
My men's runner-up is Jacob Fatu.
And for your women?
Liv Morgan.
All right, and my runner-up will be... I'm going to go Penta. Penta for the men's, Rhea for the women's.
Right.
Who will... All right, so one person each, because I know there's probably a shit ton.
Right.
One person each, surprise entrant for the men and the women's. For the men's, I'm going to say Chad Gable. And for the women's, Blake Monroe. That being said, she was not on NXT this week. She did a send-in style
video thing
video.
type thing.
So
My surprise entrant for the men. Break the walls down.
you could have said
Chris Jericho. I've been saying it since. All right. And my surprise woman. Yeah, you ready? Somebody's wife. Michelle McCool.
Okay. So have fun winning 0 fucking bonus points for that.
Why?
Why would Michelle McCool is stupid.
She's on.
She's on.
She's over there with the Undertaker.
Who the fuck cares?
She's on a crappy show.
She's on a shitty show. She's on a shitty podcast. She's, you know what? Not getting into it. We're gonna go down our Royal Rumble picks. 30 woman Royal Rumble winner gets a WWE.
Oh, entering at number
Women's
15.
Championship shot. Where's that? He keeps talking. He's gonna get muted. He knows that. All right, so now if I could restart that. Match number 1, women's Royal Rumble match. Winner gets the women's championship match of her choice at WrestleMania 42. I went Bayley for 1. You went Rhea Ripley for 2. AJ Styles versus Gunther. We both went AJ for 4. Match number 3, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. I went Drew McIntyre for 3. You went Sami Zayn for 3. The men's Royal Rumble, I went Fatu for 2. Jacob Fatu for 2. You went Roman Reigns for 1. And in our bonus points, who will start the Rumble? Obafemi, Jey Uso, Julia, Maxine Dupree for me. For you, you did Austin Theory, Jacob Fatu, Io Sky, Alexa Bliss. Holy shit, that was so hard to read because there's red lines underneath everything. Who is the runner-up? For the men's, I put Penta. For the women's, I put Rhea Ripley. For you, you did Jacob Fatu as the runner-up for the men's and Liv Morgan for the women's. Who is a surprise entrant? I went Chad Gable and Blake Monroe. You went Chris Jericho and Michelle McCool for some reason. Cool. Awesome.
Obviously, she's there.
Why would she be there? Why is The Undertaker there? They have no
Because
reason to be there.
Melina's Undertaker's going to be there because he always goes to these things and he does some sort of fucking... That would be... I'd fucking blow a nut. If that happens...
Yeah, and then you know what else he would do? He would blow a fucking heart. We're, Dude almost died like a fucking month ago.
All right. How you doing? My name is WrestleTalk. My fuck you of the week.
No, we're closing this out and then we're going to do...
Oh, okay. All right. Forgot.
So, say bye.
All right. Peace, love, monkeys. We're out of here.
That was episode 4 of Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. We'll see you next week. We're not actually leaving. This is just so I can put it on the podcast. I know, dumbass. I was explaining it to the chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's start with my fuck you of the week. The fuck you of the week goes to the WWE creative team. Remember back when the Royal Rumble came along, and we'd all get excited to see who was entering. Well, now they don't even leave anything to your imagination and speculation, as they have announced the biggest names coming already. I mean, fuck you. I used to look so forward to this week, even before dirt sheets and all this other fucking crap. And they give you the lineup and everything, and fuck that. I didn't look at them. I didn't read them
wholeheartedly, because I had told Dan last week. I said, "Do you remember when the Rumble was like fun because we didn't know who was coming out?" I said, "Now it is leaked. They announce They announce 18." Of the women out of 30 and 15 out of the 30 men.
Right.
I remember when it used to be maybe 2, maybe 3 people were announced.
You know the first 2. You used to know the first 2 because they would announce that. These are the 2 that are going to start. Or you had to pick the numbers out of the little... And, oh, shit, I got number 1. So then you knew that person was going to be number 1. And they didn't give anybody up but number 1 and number 2. It's the only ones that they gave out their numbers.
And my fuck you of the week is to narrow arenas and no more fun setups for pay-per-views other than WrestleMania. Watching old pay-per-views, I have seen, I mentioned earlier, I watched Taboo Tuesday and Cyber Sunday. Because, they had the cool laptop fucking Titantron and stuff like that. Now we just get, a screen, 2 screens, and then we have so many fans, we made it smaller so we can get more fans in there. No, that's not fun because you have a fucking this narrow of a goddamn entrance.
Right.
And you got wrestlers being touched by fans. The wrestlers do not like that. The wrestlers are getting, grabbed and shit like that, and the wrestlers are starting to be like, hey, fucking stop. Don't do that shit. WWE's got to be focused on fucking money so goddamn much. Give us a fucking cool arena. Tony Khan put us in the esports arena for 4 weeks as a residency, and we got a cool-ass fucking arena. And it was sold out every week. For everyone who says, AEW doesn't sell fucking tickets. Well, when you're selling out, go to smaller arenas. You're going to sell out every week. It does not matter. Use the big arenas for the big shows. Use the smaller arenas for your weekly shows.
Right, exactly.
I'm sick of the fucking narrow. I'm sick of seeing the narrow walkway, and I'm sick of seeing wrestlers going and they have to be like this when they're walking down so they don't get fucking slapped by granny sitting in the front row, or the fucking little kids that are in the front row. My shout-outs are going to be fast, so I'm going to get through them first.
All right.
Michael Cole. Shout out to Michael Cole for making not only the AJ and Gunther storyline that much better, but also the hard work he's put in over all the years, from an interviewer in the back with frosted tips to an old man calling the matches ringside. There will never be another Michael Cole. Number 2, AJ Styles. If this is the end, you deserve all the praise, but I'd love to see you in a run in AEW or New Japan.
Hey, hipster.
Welcome in. Unfortunately, you are at the end of our show.
End of the show, but hey.
And last but not least, Miracle Generation. These boys are busting their asses. Even though they're heels, they will always be my favorites in my heart.
I agree. All right, now my shout-outs for the week. We got Jacob Fatua. I mean, damn it. I knew his past, but just damn. Cody's going to be the asshole heel list soon. He's going to be on that asshole heel list soon enough. I get upset whenever somebody brings up Cody's dad and this and that, because he's my favorite and this and that. But so why are you bringing up Jacob's past? That was an asshole dick thing to do, and this and that. But boy, did Jacob done school them, didn't he? With the 7 beds. I slept in a bed, this and that, blah, blah. Yeah, I spent 2. He totally on that promo there on Monday night. Congratulations to Jacob Fatu. Then we got Andrade for finally returning to action. And apparently, The dating world. That's right. On Collision Saturday, he returned to the in-ring action with all the legal bullshit behind him and this and that. And one memorable moment from his return for me was he was grabbing a lady's phone and saying he took a selfie and then he gave it back to her with his digits. That's what they said as the announce team. So that's like, congratulations, Andrade. It's good to have you back. And then my final and last one here, we got Cruel for again being the IWTV champion, beating one of my favorite ladies of the Indies, Gabby Forza. After beating her husband, Bear, to win it just recently, Cruel is a monster, and I'm just happy to see him on the top. And I love to see Cruel. And if you don't know who Cruel is, get over there and watch some of his matches because he's just awesome. So there you got it. Those are my shout-outs for the week.
All right, and we're going to raid out here. We're going to raid Bearded Breed 89.
All right.
He's playing some WWE 2K25. We'll be live with WWE 2K25 after the Rumble on Saturday. I completely forgot the Rumble was on Saturday, so...
Well, yeah,
yeah,
2
we're getting
o'clock.
some Showdown on Saturday. Oh, hold on, he's not live. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Go back down and look again. Okay, it says there's an error there. All right, so we're going to rate House Curd because his Twitch is working. Go hang out with House Curd and let him know we sent you.
You going to post it?
Yeah, pal. It's going to take you 45 minutes to get it anyway.
All right.
There you go, guys. Use those hashtags. Let them know we sent you. Give them a follow. All that fun stuff. We'll be back Saturday for RTPW.
Once again, peace, love, monkeys. We're out of here.
Good night, everybody.